So in continuation of the explanation of the above diagram, that is relation between average cost and marginal cost, let me continue. So you have seen that at first the average cost is falling. So when average cost is falling, it is not correct, or we cannot generalize that the marginal cost will also follow the direction of average cost. So we cannot say that when average cost is falling, we cannot just say that marginal cost will also fall, because when average cost is falling, marginal cost can either be falling or rising at the same time. But what we can definitely say is when average cost is falling, marginal cost will be below the average cost curve. So that is definitely we can say. And secondly, when marginal cost begin to rise, we cannot again deduce that the marginal cost will also follow the direction of this average cost, because when average cost is rising, marginal cost can either be still falling or rising at the same time. But what we definitely can say is when average cost is rising, the marginal cost will be above this average cost. That we can say definitely. But let me repeat again, we cannot say that when average cost is rising, marginal cost will also rise. That we cannot say, because marginal cost can either be still falling or rising at the same time. So two things can happen, so we cannot generalize or deduce the direction of the marginal cost according to the average cost. So that we have to keep in mind. So let us justify what we have said with the help of this diagram. So marginal cost, look at marginal cost. So look at this point K. So at point K, still at this point K, the marginal cost is falling, and from K it has begun to rise. And you will see that marginal cost at point K until point L, it is lying below average cost curve. So till at point K, marginal cost is falling, and till point L, marginal cost will be below the average cost curve. And you will see that when marginal cost is lying below average cost, the average cost is falling till at point L. So marginal cost being lying below average cost till point L, the average cost is falling when marginal cost is lying below average cost. So we can say that, in other words, since marginal cost being lying below the average cost, which is inducing the average cost to fall. So it is the marginal cost which is inducing the average cost to fall, because when marginal cost is lying below average cost, then average cost is falling till to a point where marginal cost is below average cost. But it will be seen that from point K to L, so between K and L, when marginal cost is rising, so from K, marginal cost has begun to rise. So from between K and L, when marginal cost is rising, the average cost is still falling. This is because, though MC is rising, so from K it has begun to rise, but though MC is rising, average cost is still falling. That is why MC is rising between K and L, but it is still below AC. So since MC is below average cost till at point L, Even though MC is rising from K to L, since it is below average cost, the average cost still falls till at this point L. So the point is, it is not correct to generalize the direction of marginal cost curve according to the average cost curve. And those are the relations that we have explained between average cost and marginal cost curves.